Hey guys, Beast Force here, and welcome back to my Phineas and Ferb breakdown. Back in 2009, the Chronicles of Meap began with an era of the Meap trilogy, as expanding of the lore of Meap, Mitch, and all of his species. Well, at the end credits of Phineas and Ferb, the Chronicles of Meap, we got a trailer of this.
To save the universe?
Yes, I am.
Hat on my desk.
The Chronicles of Meap. Meapless in Seattle.
And we all thought at the time that it was a fake trailer back then, but as we're never gonna get again. Perhaps, thanks to Phineas and Ferb being a large fan base and the speculation happened, Jeff Swampy Marsh and Dan Provorov persisted to do it anyway, which makes the fans so happy. And it was confirmed in 2010 on San Diego Comic-Con.
At the end of the episode, The Chronicles of Meap, it shows like
I know, you're talking about the trailer for Meapless in Seattle?
Mitch comes back.
Well, here's the deal with that, is that we actually just did that as a joke. We weren't planning on doing a Meapless in Seattle. We were just saying it'd be funny if we did like a gag, what would all these visuals end up being in the story? But now so many people have said they want to see that we're actually writing a story around that.
We went back to the storyboard artist and said, you thought you were very clever, now we challenge you to actually make an episode that includes all those elements. And a couple months ago he came back and said,
so we're going to have a Meapless in Seattle episode in 3 seasons.
And we do see a tease of Meapless in Seattle as we get a sketch of a person doing it while Swampy Marsh and Dan Provorov are doing rapping for animated rap. And in 2012, next year, this episode released, and it turned out to be one of the best things that happened in season 3 of Phineas and Ferb. It had a lot of funny gags, lore, comedy, a lot of things going on there, and many things that keeps you enjoying, which makes the episode so great. And I'm going to do a breakdown in this episode to show you why. If this is your first breakdown and you're curious to know how the rating system works, there's a detailed description down below along with my other videos that also have the link down below in my playlist. On April the 6th, 2012, the longer-awaited episode of Meapless in Seattle premiered at that time on Disney Channel US, written by Derek Thompson, Kyle Mankey, and John Colton Barry, who wrote this episode of Chronicles of Meap as well. In the second installment of the Meap saga, Meap returns to save Phineas and Ferb from his nemesis Mitch, whose real mission is to take control of some kind of alien, putting Meap's world in danger. The boy Cute Tracker leads the gang to Seattle and an adventure to save the universe. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz decides to revisit his old former nemesis, Peter the Panda, but when Perry shows up, Dr. Doofenshmirtz finds that he has some explaining to do.
In a studio in Burbank, California.
And that's where Disney HQ is, as the Phineas and Ferb creators and writers work there.
For a Meap sequel they never intended to make, forced to write it and incorporate.
This is just like Star Wars with the text opening it, but if you watch the Disney Plus version, it's not there, which is actually strange because Disney bought Star Wars, and this was before Disney bought Star Wars in October 2012, so go figure. And now we're going to see that fake trailer that is brought into life in 2009 to here. Oh yes, Susie fighting Meap was supposed to be in this one, as Doofus first mentioned, but it won't get brought up again until like 2025, 13 years.
It was on them, in Seattle.
Every time I heard the narrator say Meapless in Seattle, it gives me the chills, because you're going to be in for a wild ride. The planet next to it is Saturn, as we show a real life picture on the screen. As we start off the episode with Mitch attacking Meap's spaceship, which is from outer space, which Phineas and Ferb built in the Chronicles of Meap. Mitch is phasing these asteroids like nothing. And we get our first screenshot, which was in the previous trailer back in 2009, of a real life picture of Earth with the moon.
You know, busting your brothers first?
Nice to see Stacy. Haven't seen her since Mom's in the House, which is in 1319A, which is a long time, as she hasn't appeared much in this season, as she does get a shine light in season 4, but we'll get there.
What? Jeremy's going to be there?
And this is our second screenshot of the trailer, and it's been revamped.
The mall is waiting. Oh, I just lost you, didn't I?
Where we're doing I Would Get Busted, and then along with me, Official Bus.
Candace knows herself that she will get busted along with Phineas and Ferb, but if this is a way, then I'm glad they've brought up this idea. It will work, but it doesn't in this episode.
When you get a break from your French lesson, okay?
Linda's reading a French to English as she's listening by using headphones.
Gonna do today.
Giant pillow fight.
Not as big as Buster will, but look at the size of it, but it's pretty weird.
I'm out here.
You know who else would love this?
Say, where's Perry?
Where is Perry?
First special of this episode, and it's a front-face Phineas once again.
Tracked him to northwestern Washington with crack.
Cracking, sir.
And that's the second time that Major Monogram has back problems since the Flying Fishmonger in Season 1. And this is the second time that Carl holds Major Monogram like this since the Chronicles of Meap, which is in Season 2.
I want your hat on my desk.
And that's the third screenshot that has to be revamped. And this is the fourth part of the trailer back in 2009, but this time it's revamped and it's separate this time.
Massive pillows.
It's me.
Phineas looking up at Meap's spaceship, which is the screenshot from the trailer, which I caught. Pause back, and yep, front face Phineas again. Phineas and Ferb and Meap looking up at Mitch's attack ship from something of a screenshot from the trailer.
Cool ship.
Hi, Phineas.
Run.
I really like how Phineas and Ferb grab Isabella quickly as she was about to say her catchphrase, and they drag her out of there with Mitch's ship attacking it. Even though she tried to bust herself, it ends up being disappearing.
What's going on?
Candace is screaming at Mitch's attack thing or shit thing, whatever it's called, and you can see the pose she is just screaming, just like in Season 1. And I thought it was, but we rarely found it.
The spaceship is right behind you.
I like how Linda's listening to her headphones as she knows that the spaceship is right behind her, but she is oblivious right now.
Look, there's Mom.
As Linda continued to be suspicious about as she doesn't turn around right in time, as Phineas is going to spaceship as he tells her, as you get to see front face Phineas.
Ever gonna come up in conversation.
And Linda doesn't turn around. She continues to be oblivious about the inventions. And Candace uses her phone once again, just like in Season 1 in many episodes and Season 2, but she stopped doing it right now. But in this episode, she's recording herself to make sure that Phineas and Ferb get busted along with her.
Engage.
And he has backup mustache translator made in Georgia.
Just that my planet needs your help.
Georgia Meat is voiced by Jeff Foxworthy, who does that accent.
Cuteness is valued above all else.
And we get a lore about Meat's planet and all of that stuff.
Plutonium of Zachariah York.
And we get the first mention and the appearance of Zachariah York, as he does actually get what he does with the plutonium, but he does actually get mentioned again in Season 5. I really like how they remember about the lore stuff, which is great.
Highly concentrated plutonium to turn himself into
Dadgum cute him anything he desired.
And the plutonium works as it is, as we're going to see that later on. Once you get the plutonium and use it, you'll become like the cutest guy in the planet. Example, Meat's planet, and you get to control it or just make sure that no one can contain it.
Became a greedy evil tyrant. Him was deemed too dangerous and listed off the planet into deep space.
And the war started because Zachariah York used the plutonium to make sure that it just rages on as his plutonium got removed as it is in Seattle once we get to there. And so how cute this can be dangerous is just wow.
Trail of cuteness of Earth, the plutonium, and we have to find it first.
Obviously, no one's gonna look for the plutonium, apart from Doofer, which accidentally happened once we get to there. The only person who's gonna look for it is Mitch, of all people. But you can't escape the wrath of front-face Phineas. And Phineas and Ferb gets to the bottom as they're gonna build a cute trial to find the plutonium, and front-face Phineas. Another one.
Oh, and yours too, Isabella.
I don't need your charity.
Oh yeah, this is a callback to the first Chronicles of Meat, as Phineas can't find where the cute tracker is, as it was Isabella interfering it.
I keep getting some kind of cute interference.
Endangering the mission. I shouldn't have come. Phineas?
Yes?
What does that mean anyway? Cute.
When I pick it up on my cuteness meter. Cute interference from somewhere.
Guess who? Mitch looks weird without a mustache as the robots put it back on. It looks weird in that frame.
Those kids will lead me right to it.
And then I realized the robots don't talk until like 13 years later in Meapless in St. Louis.
Even destroying the Podwalker was part of the plan. Two more just like you will take your place.
I like how the robots just scared of Mitch's command. Very similar to what Vilgax did in Ben 10.
Hey, Mitch, but some people call him Big Mitch.
I thought he said Big Bitch, but it's actually Big Mitch, which is hilarious. Mitch is so much like Vilgax. Why does he look like Vilgax? I did design like him body version of Vilgax, but he looks very similar to Vilgax from Ben 10.
Well, we come from a cute-based society, passed down as a timeout.
And that's how Mitch escaped, is because of the timeout. And if you do get a timeout in this planet, you can escape easily, which is by far what I'm saying is there needs to be like a council, like they can change the law or the laws or something. That would have been much better, but why couldn't they do that? I wish we had an answer for that. Front face Phineas once again.
We're in Seattle.
And they did not lie because of the title, Meapless in Seattle. Good job, guys. And ironically, Doofenshmirtz and Perry will be there along with someone else.
We're here.
Just like the music chain, we've gone from a sunny day in Danville to a rainy day in Seattle. I like that detail.
Buried somewhere around these abandoned coffee houses.
Ancient container patch iron is finally gonna come in handy.
I really like how they wear their coat or jacket outfits for a type of weather like this. As you can see Phineas using the drill to dig it out, as you get to see how it cracks out as it appears with all of this starting. Very nice detail, very nice. Ferb hanging, and that was from the trailer. Nice. And Ferb just find himself of that, which is amazing.
You okay with that?
Away from home.
Doofer wearing glasses again since Perry the octopus in season 3. We get ya, Daves. Could that be a reference to something? I found it, but no, nothing there.
That poor blind trusting. You're not seeing me.
And Perry the platypus found him already, and he didn't need to fight him anyway. But in this episode, it's not just focused around them, but you know what I mean.
It's Peter the Panda, my ex-nemesis.
And this is a great callback to It's About Time. Doofenshmirtz meeting Peter the Panda for the first time since that episode, and he used to be his nemesis. And this is actually very interesting to have him here, and he's handing coffees as well.
His home town.
And it was mentioned again in It's About Time. He has a Mexican expo in Seattle or something. But in season 4, even if it takes place in the alternate universe, Peter the Panda has a nemesis, but we'll get there in the future.
Is not for me.
Doofenshmirtz found the Cutonium, just smacking it like that, and Phineas and Ferb, Candace, Meap couldn't even find it. But he does? Oh no, he's gonna turn into cuteness.
It's just great. What kind of a world are we living in?
And Doofenshmirtz's voice is changed once he turned into the cuteness by swallowing the Cutonium, but wow, this is what the Cutonium does.
Transmogrification, really.
Plutonium is... Oh no! No!
Even if Doofenshmirtz swallowed it, and Mitch is actually beating Phineas and Ferb, Isabella, Meat, and Candace to it, which is strange, but...
We cannot recommend it.
Well...
I know you, Mitch guy, from Spawn, your best friend Steeler.
And he calls him best friend Steeler as well, aka Balloony, as Mitch calls him Colin now.
It's you, Balloony! Unique creature in my collection. Colin. It's Balloony, my best friend. Colin just floating. Wanna go for a ride? The whole world will be mine.
And they found out Mitch is there too. And also the fact is he's gonna go back to his home planet, drain Doofenshmirtz from the Cutonium, and use it for himself, that he will use it as we're going to see. Doofenshmirtz sound cute and he's having fun right there as it is.
The source of the signal.
Oh, they don't know that is Doofenshmirtz, Phineas and Ferb. And also their memories got erased as well, but they don't know because he swallowed the Cutonium. You think you could get away from me, front face Phineas? I don't think so.
Come on, punch it, Meap. Let's get out of here.
You can't escape the wrath of front face Phineas. Even though they don't want to have their cover being blown by Phineas and Ferb, they have to go rescue Doofenshmirtz no matter what. I really like the priority there. It sets the stakes so high, which is great. Another screenshot from the trailer from 2009, Mitch shit versus Meap shit with Phineas and Ferb, Isabella and Candace in it. Ferb saving Candace from falling off the ship, which is another screenshot used from the previous trailer in the end credits of the Chronicles of Meap. Candace, why are you grabbing your phone when you're about to die as Ferb saves you?
Word, a tractor beam, a June bug on a hot chicken.
I really like how Differ's smiling with the Qtonian as he's not fazed by it.
We've been falling for a long time. Joke about the commercial break.
Another episode where the fourth wall has been broken.
Meep! Peter and Perry!
And Peter the Panda has his own rise. As you can see, it's a Peter Panda spaceship or something, but it looks so cool. Look at that.
Meep!
And there's another screenshot of the trailer of Meapless in Seattle, and the tower he's in is called the Space Needle, which is also in Seattle. Front face Phineas again, but Meap's blocking the way.
To my home planet.
And we all know that it's Jeff Swampy Marsh doing that voice with the new moustache for Meap.
Must rally the troops and head him off at the evil fortress.
Meep?
And there are Meap species, as they look different compared to them, as this one has a lipstick, as many of them have a female and a male of it, which is adding the adversity to it, which is a great stuff.
Meep!
I really like how we see Meap species wearing different colors of their hats, as this one looks like a general. This looks cool. Oh yeah, Mitchell Musso's doing background characters in this episode, as you can hear his voice, but the love shape is upside down, which is insane, but yeah. As you get to see builders in the background and this and there, so the Meat Planet has a home. The song is called We, as Meat species assemble a massive armored baton to go to war against Mitch. So you get to see a lot of things happening while they're preparing. Look at them geared up and ready for, and the balloons they have. This is just wow. What are these creatures? They look adorable. And look at the houses there with hearts and all that. It looks very neat. This has to be Mitch's hideout where he lives, as Meat species are going to fight him to stop him. As you can see, the wall melts as Perry the Platypus uses the device as it shrinks down to it. It looks very good. Perry should be carrying this shit all the time. And this is the 9th episode that Phineas and Ferb went to space. As you can see, Meat's planet, it looks like Meap as the species where they live. And it looks very, very, very unique.
It's for that evil-looking fortress under that ominous cloud.
Another one.
Here we are, the extraction chamber.
And he carried Doofus first with the Qtonium, as he's going to suck it out so he can transfer it to him.
The extraction of things from other things. You can drop the whole bad guy spiel and act.
At least he's acting like a bad guy for his own motivations, dude, while your plan just keeps failing over and over again.
Extraction is over.
Another screenshot of Mitch trying to use his powers, as it has a different layer in the background. Very anticlimactic.
Where are you taking the mirrors?
Better safe than sorry.
Because the Qtonium attracts people to be hypnotized, as we've seen evident when we get to that.
Try to hack the locking mechanism.
Yes, I am.
Another screenshot from the trailer from 2009, and you get to see the arrows different compared to this version.
Push the big red button.
That was anticlimactic too, but it makes a lot of sense as well.
So, that wasn't so bad.
Anna, I'm Perry the Platypus.
Working together to rescue me?
This is the 3rd time that Peter the Panda and Perry the Platypus team up with each other. The latest one was in the 2nd dimension where they had to fight these robots in Danville, while the 2nd dimension was that Doofus were actually invading. But this actually is an episode where they rescue Doof, which is a surprising turn of events.
Up here!
More coming in from the pods.
Hold it right there, Mitch of Team Phineas.
I never agreed to that name.
Whether the Phineas and Ferb, Beaver, Balji, Isabella, and sometimes Ivian team up together, we call it the gang, but we don't know what the name is, which bothered me a bit, but I'm fine with calling it the gang, whatever.
Not even you can stop me.
It was surprising at the time, but he's actually the same species as me, so it's not surprising.
Didn't know he could do that.
Neither did I.
Now, no, on your right! The ramp on your right!
Mitch's suit is actually going left while he tells him to go right. That's hilarious. Oh, wait a minute. I really love the interior inside it. Look at the buttons. Look at the background layers there. It looks so cool. I really love this design. They really put a hard work in this episode.
The most adorable creature in the universe.
As Mitch becomes like the cutest, you get to see he's covered in that pink aura around him. As you get to see everything as he disappears, as become like a cuteness. As you can see the silhouette. I really like this.
He'll become transfixed by his cuteness, and he'll gain.
Oh no, he's got Phineas, and he's attracted to the cuteness. As Mitch's silhouettes go, as he fades back in, as he's transforming to cute, while he's lost his mustache, but look what Mitch has become. That's a very neat transformation.
Faster than a panda bear.
This is so not true. Pandas can outrun humans 20 miles per hour, which makes no sense. And Doofus is 47 and he can run like that, but it makes sense because of the show's comedy.
As fast as a platypus.
Another screenshot from the trailer back then with Balloony having hands as it was given him by Mitch, and he looks like a badass right there as usual.
To see you. It's a good thing.
Attacks Doofus without hesitation. Balloony doesn't give a fuck as he is Colin. Well, took you long enough. And Mitch is doing what Zachary Law's doing, controlling the people of meat species.
You may not be back after all. Isn't it cute trance?
And that's a reference to the Blair Witch Project.
I am so sorry.
And Meap's turning the other way to avoid his cuteness, as just like Medusa looking at people and turning people into stone.
With really cute death ray.
Phineas's cuteness is really not helping right there, and it's so funny.
Balloony, please help me!
And the robots have Peter the Panda and Perry the Platypus pinned down just like that as they can't get out.
Whatever happened to us?
Looks like he listened to Doofus. The power of friendship is real, even though he's a balloon, but this is where he kicks ass. Look at Balloony effortlessly kicking ass by destroying Mitch's robots. And then this happens. Poor Doofus, and the Balloony popped.
Balloony! Stay with me a second time, Balloony! I can feel my heart popping.
Even Perry the Platypus and Peter the Panda feel sorry for him as Balloony was popped. Even though it's comedic, as he's known for being a balloon, but this is Doofus with Balloon. He found it in the Chronicles of Meat after being missing for decades, and just for this to happen, I kind of feel for Doof. It's like everything you love, it's like losing a pet or losing the one in your family. It hurts. And Meat's head part is gone, and even though it's different, it still counts as a screenshot. We've seen it before, but it's a different scene, but same perspective.
Oh no! Meap needs our help! Meap is down! He's been out-cuted!
As Isabella removes the hair, I really love her. Her hair flips around as she shakes about with it. I really love to put the effort and the physics to it, which is very nice. As I pause right there, she looks like an anime character. Isabella's motif playing in the background.
Huh? Isabella, you!
And he thinks that Isabella is cute. It's a W but it's a hollow W, what I mean is. But you didn't know it in the Chronicles of Meat, Phineas, that you tracking the cute, and that was Isabella. But at least he found it this time.
But your cuteness goes right to your core.
So what you're saying is, you think I'm cute?
And that is true. And you can hear that soundtrack. That was from Summer Belongs to You, was it, when Isabella and Phineas enjoying this beautiful sunset. I didn't just pause on front face Phineas for one, but two.
You from burning it out.
Isabella's going full badass in this episode right here.
Hey, Mitch!
Look at Isabella's pose. She looks like she's ready to fight, but something happens else here.
What you do?
Isabella's cuteness sucked the living heck out of Mitch.
Children, you did it! But the entire galaxy for Mitch's adorable yet evil plan!
While you're talking, he's gonna get away.
Out.
And Candace stopped Mitch from escaping by pressing the red button, but at what cost? Her phone has been broken once again. She has lost a lot of phones in this season. she's just paying and wasting money for Linda to buy more.
Good work, Candace.
Serious timeout now.
In 16 minutes.
So that means it's all for nothing anyways, but Mitch is still captured for 15 minutes, which they have to change the laws of the council of that to make it meaningful, but Candace broke her phone for nothing, and this happened, which is a bummer.
Me save my planet.
We all learned a valuable lesson today. Why waste our time restating it?
And I'm glad they didn't, because it's not about learning the lesson of Phineas and Ferb. It's about comedy, fun adventures, and stopping bad guys. But it would have been so cheesy, as once I get to Where's Perry Part 2 about lessons and that, it will just... You know what my feelings is.
Farewell, my friend!
And this is the last time Lozano Lamas will ever speak like that as me, as he only says meep, meep in Mindshare, but we'll get to that. But this is actually the last time he's spoken in English, so...
Garbage out. You are so busted, young lady.
And once again, that Candace got into trouble by her mom once again since the secret success in season 2. But since we're watching it in production order, the only time he got in trouble was in when Jeremy has a jetpack, as I break down my previous episode.
Hey, where's Perry?
Doofus looks depressed because Balloony has pop, and I don't blame him why, but Perry's gonna fix that.
I'm sorry, there's nothing to for.
And that is easily the best part of this episode. I'm joking, it's still very good. The episode is just great, but to put icing on the cake, Balloony is fit, thanks to Perry the Platypus. They can fight with each other, but Perry does care about Doof, and sometimes Doof cares about Perry. And it's the instrumental version of My Wettest Friend in the beginning episode of The Late Nose Monster. Such a great way for a great episode.
No plans to make.
Oh yes, the trailer for Meet Me in St. Louis, and we had to wait 13 years. But I already did a breakdown, so you can find it there. What is Extinct for? I know it's the VHS tapes, but what would be for if it was the original plan?
In fact, I object to this union.
Oh yeah, Mitchell Musso's voice has been replaced. At that time he was voiced, but now it's changed.
Meep!
Another change was Meap's voice actor, as it was John Stamos doing the beat.
Hey, wasn't that Susie stuff supposed to be in this one?
Looks like we're gonna have to wait until 13 years. Overall, great episode. If this episode, one way to describe about this, it is fantastic. The lore, Mitch's plan, the Qtonium, all of that. It's just aged well to this day. And even though this episode was very, very well thought out, this episode with the plot will get a 5. I really like how Meap's spaceship lands in Phineas and Ferb's backyard as he asks for help, as Mitch attacks them as he got his mustache, but that's not the full plot. The full plot is on Meap warning him about the Qtonium which Zachary Law used, as it's hidden in Seattle, which Perry and Peter the Panda were there to help Doofenshmirtz there, but it turned out that he used the Qtonium for himself to make himself cute, which expanded the lore even more with Meap's lore of his species, his planet, and all of that. And that what led to the chase of that, led to here, as Phineas and Ferb and Isabella, Candace, and Meap trying to stop Mitch, along with Meap's species doing the same thing as well. It's just a full-on funny gags, funny jokes, and a lot of stuff in the plot, intertwined with plot A and plot B. I really like how Doofenshmirtz see Balloony again until he was destroyed, but Perry the Platypus repaired him for amazing thing, which is by far one of my favorite scenes in this episode. But it's not the case, as Isabella's cuteness actually defeats Mitch once and for all. Not once and for all until 30 years, because he's going to come back for timeout for 50 minutes, so he will find a way to get out of it, as Candace prevented him from escaping. But overall, the plot was fun and it's very useful. Characterization will get a 5. Everyone's on point in this episode, including me, who explained about the Zachary Law and helping Phineas and Ferb and the gang to stop Mitch. I really like how Peter the Panda was involved with giving the coffee to Doofenshmirtz, even if Perry the Platypus is hurt by it, they still work each other to rescue Doofenshmirtz, who swallowed the Qtolium, as Mitch is once again showed what a useful villain that he can be, as he captures Doofenshmirtz, used them as the Qtolium, as he guts in the plant to use it to control Meap species. I really like how Phineas and Ferb participate to help it along the way, as well as Candace, who tries to bust her brothers by busting herself as well by using the camera, and it turned out that she stopped Mitch from escaping, which can be a good thing for it is as well for her character. I really like how Isabella shines towards the end as her cuteness defeats Mitch. She does have a lot of moments. The personality is there, but some of it is off. Overall, it's nice to see Meap species. A lot of characters are very fun, and a lot of things that's going on through it. Visuals, it's a 5. A lot of things to go with the pacing, Zachariah's lore. I mean, a lot of things with Meap and Mitch's spaceship battling each other, turning to cuteness, Meap's planet, Meap's species, all of that, the fight scenes, Balloony, all of that. It's been absolutely amazing, and this episode is very well thought with a lot of things going on, which is amazing. Importance is a 5. It has to be a 5. The Chronicles of Meap in Season 2 what led to here right now, and it's much better than it is before, but without the Chronicles of Meap, we would have known about this for now, but that's the reason why it's as good as it is. The Chronicle of Meap was fantastic, but this episode, it just makes it even better for it with Meapless in Seattle, and it expanded the lore of it, which has the only art to it. There are many arts in Phineas and Ferb, like Finnabella, Jeremy and Candace, Doofenshmirtz becoming good with Vanessa's character development, but this is one of them, and we do get one for 13 years later in Meet Me in St. Louis, and what episode that turned out to be. Entertainment, it's a 5. How can you find this not interesting? Watch it from the first to the last minute. You will enjoy it, and it is fun. This is easily one of the best episodes of Phineas and Ferb, and no doubt this is easily the best episode of Season 3 so far, because the lore that builds up from the Chronicles of Meap and the lore continuing from Meapless in Seattle to here and there is absolutely sublime. From Meap's lore, Mitch is with the Plutonium, Isabella being cute, the Balloony, everything else is built up from the start to the finish. And if this episode is still remembered to this day. Move on to the final thoughts. The fate trail of Meet Me in St. Louis was actually turned out to be real on May the 4th, 2023, as they did do it, but well, we all know how that went out. And the quote that Meap said that power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely was from John Dahlberg Action, the first Baron Acton. And also, this is the 4th episode to be related to another Unfair Science Fair, Isabella and the Temple Sam and Bubble Boy, Roller Coaster and Roller Coaster the Musical. And spoiler alert, that won't be the last time that happens. Wait for B-Day in Season 4. I also did a poll on which is your favourite timeship episode of Phineas and Ferb, not including Star Wars, and 61% vote for Excalibur, while 53% vote for Steampunk, 70% vote for Doof Dynasty, while 13% for Doctor Doom, while 9% vote for Tri-Stone Area. But how did Steampunk over? Even though all of the episodes, the time shift episodes are good, you can't deny Excalibur deserves more respect. And also, Doof Dynasty should have been higher for me, but overall, you can't beat other people's opinions. I'm gonna do another simple poll. Which is your favourite Meat trilogy of Phineas and Ferb? The Chronicles of Meat, Meapless in Seattle, or Meet Me in St. Louis? Let me know in the community tab when it goes live. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day. As always, see ya.